All right, everyone. There's been a lot of people that ask me, what do I eat? Do I starve myself to death? What do I do with different kind of things? What kind of foods do I eat? I personally try to stay as lean as I can within tolerance at different times. I don't get crazy with it. I haven't even started my cardio yet. That won't start for about another month. Now, with that being said, I do still try to eat as lean as I can. And, I spilled a little bit. Let me put that back in there. There we go. Don't be losing anything. Anyway, so let's go over what we have here and what the macros are. So essentially here at the bottom, I have 2 packs of maple brown sugar oatmeal. Then I have about 2/3 of a cup of Greek yogurt. Here I have about 2 tablespoons of peanut butter powder. Here I have about a tablespoon of hot chocolate mix powder. Here I have my ground cinnamon, about a teaspoon roughly. Here I have a biscuit, and then here I have about 6 egg whites. Now this is from Liquid Egg Whites too, by the way. Now, that's what everything is. Now let's talk about macros. Let's go over the number one to me, protein. So essentially, you do get about 2 to 4 grams of protein from your oatmeal. I don't count it. It's just bonus. It's there. It exists, but I don't count it. Now, the Greek yogurt, for this volume, about 2/3 of a cup, you're going to pick up 14 grams. For the peanut butter powder, you're going to pick up another 6 grams there per tablespoon. And I have about 2 tablespoons here, so there's another 12. So right off the top, you're already going to have about 26 grams of protein there. Now, this hot chocolate powder, that's just for flavoring. That's it. That's all its sole purpose is. Cinnamon, anytime I'm having something of a sweet nature, like I would consider this sweet, this to me is like my ice cream, my cake, my whichever. So if I'm having something like that, I like to throw some cinnamon in there, because even though you see all this, that's actually an appetite suppressant as well. So take that as you will. But then it also ends up helping to control your blood sugar levels, things like that. Biscuit itself, it is considered about 2 grams of protein. Again, negligible. I don't count the oatmeal protein. I don't count the biscuit protein. I don't count it. Now the egg whites, that's going to be about 6 grams of protein per egg white. So that's going to be about 5 to 7 egg whites. So this right here is going to be about 30 to 42 grams of protein. So it's going to be about that. We'll call it 35 to give some tolerance there. So about 35 there, and we have about 26 here. So we'll just say 35 and 25. Keep it simple. So I have about 60 grams of protein. Not counting, say, the oatmeal and the biscuit, stuff like that. Now let's go on to carbs. Now the carbs from the biscuit, you're gonna have about 20 grams of carbs there. That's fine. Then you're gonna have carbs from the oatmeal. That's gonna be about 25 grams per pack, so about another 50. So we're gonna call this 70 grams of carbs. Nothing else has carbs in it, or negligible amounts. Now let's talk about fats. You're gonna have 6 grams of fat here for the biscuit, 0 for the egg whites, fat-free on the Greek yogurt, fat-free on the peanut butter powder, same as the chocolate powder, same as the cinnamon. Now the oatmeal, you're gonna have 2 grams per pack, so you're gonna have 4. So this is only 10 grams of fat. So there you go. In total, you have 10 grams of fat, you have about 75 grams of carbs, and you have about 60 grams of protein. So there you go, in case you're trying to find something that has a lot of volume to it, and you're trying to find something for a quick meal, this is perfect. Now keep in mind, you can consume these separately. So this right here could be a meal, and then this right here could be a meal. And then you still have, say, on this one right here, you're still gonna pick up about 40 grams of protein with about 25 grams of carbs, or 20 grams of carbs, and 6 grams of fat. So that right there could be considered a meal. This one right here could be considered a meal by itself too, because you're gonna pick up primarily protein and carbs here, protein and fats here. So you could separate these. I'm combining all this because I'm doing what's considered a carb loading as well as a caloric intake increase. I'll go over that in another video. Essentially what you would do is over fuel, and then when you cut back, it helps you increase your vascularity as well as your definition. Whole different video if y'all like that. If someone leaves a comment below saying, hey, would you explain that further? Then I'll go ahead and explain it further. I'll probably explain it further anyway. We'll see. But anyway, so here's a recommendation that I like. And then as far as the spices, here they are: ground turmeric and ground oh, I didn't tell you about my ground turmeric. So the ground turmeric I put on eggs always. That's a whole different video. If you're interested, ask me why.